Among the first targets on the morning of October 7th were communities across southern Israel, hit first by rockets, then infiltrated by gunmen who went house to house, killing and kidnapping civilians. Among those communities, Kibbutz Be'eri, where Nick Schifrin looks back on a day that has changed the country and the region and upended the lives of its 1,000 residents. A warning, some images in this story may be disturbing.
1 year later, the Bachar home in Kibbutz Be'eri, 3 miles from the Gaza Strip, is frozen in horror. Evidence of a community that will never be the same, a family that will never be whole, and a safe room that couldn't keep them safe.
They get into the house. You hear the steps on the floor, and they know that people are still alive. They are in the safe room, so they go straight to the safe room. They try to open and you close, and they try to open and you close, and they told me, Iftach el bab, open the door.
Avidah Bachar lived here with Dana, his wife of 32 years, their son Carmel, and daughter Adar. The home stands as it was 365 days ago, a clock frozen to the time of the attack on this house, and a safe room where Adar Bachar recorded these messages for a local chat group.
They're burning us. We can't. They burn us. Come now. Now. We're being shot. They shot us. Come now.
He shot me through the door. So I saw this one bullet took my arm here in the side. And a few seconds later, I collapsed. I fell into the safe room. Carmel, both hands go because he's holding like that, and the bullets go hit his arm.
The bullet holes and his or his son's blood still stain the door.
Help us, please. They threw 3 grenades at us. Please help us. We're dying here. My whole leg is injured. My whole leg is punctured. Dad, all his legs. Carmel, too. Mom is going to die, I'm telling you. Help us. Anyone who can help us, please. I love you. We love you. We all love you. Carmel, stay with us. Don't close your eyes. Mom, stay with us. Don't die.
Dana, she told me, I can't breathe. Adar, she tried to clean it a little bit. And she told Adar, it's done. I don't have nothing in this world. And she died. Carmel, he told me, Dad, when you bury me, please do it with my surfboard. A few seconds later, he got his short breath, and he died.
A few weeks later, he and Avidah led the funeral. A family split in half. A country in mourning and shock. And a son's final wish granted. Carmel buried with his surfboard. Bachar's leg was amputated, and he spent 5 months in the hospital.
How does your leg feel today?
Good. Practicing.
Today, he's increasingly sure of his step and of a lesson taught by tragedy.
When you say thank you for something, I'm not believing God, but I can say thank you to Dana, about 32 years with me. I met her, she was 17. And you got your wife for 32 years? Why you cry? You got everything. You are like more than rich people in the world. You got everything. So I can thank you for her about this time. And I can thank you also to Carmel, about 15 years, because I got a great son.
Be'eri's 1,000 residents lived in about 3 square miles, invaded by more than 340 gunmen, some wearing Israeli uniforms. Civilians killed point blank. Dead bodies discarded or denied any dignity and taken back to Gaza. A couple, embracing each other, burned alive. In total, 101 civilians, more than 1/10 of Be'eri's population, and more than 30 security personnel were killed, including a friend who fought alongside Yonatan Alfia.
The chaos was so high, none of us understood what's going on.
Alfia is a reservist and former paratrooper. He and others came from all over to join a handful of Israeli special forces to fight back. It took them nearly 2 days to declare Be'eri liberated. and bring shocked survivors out of their safe rooms.
The main feeling of us fighters in this area was that we came to the battle unprepared. I, for example, came only with my personal handgun. When the other side, Hamas terrorists, fight us with RPGs, rockets, suicide drones, automatic weapons, mortar bombs, and well-prepared command.
The IDF's own investigation into actions here in Be'eri admitted that it failed the residents here, that the early response was characterized by a lack of coordination and command and control, and that the residents of Be'eri were largely left on their own for the first 7 hours.
Be'eri's founders came here in 1946 when it was nothing but Negev desert. They were pioneers, hoping to help create a country and build an agricultural settlement with residents who live communally.
This kibbutz, there was nothing here because there were no water. Everything that you see here is planted. Everything is man-made.
Nili Bar Sinai has lived here for a half-century, lured by Yoram Bar Sinai, one of the kibbutz's original architects. They started a family and advocated for the kibbutz's founding principle, cooperation.
He is cooperative and not competitive, that he wants to live together, and it's the saddest irony of all that, you know, that we think in such cooperative terms, and this is what they do to us.
You live on the opposite side of your kibbutz, and your husband came here on the morning of the 7th.
Yes.
1 year ago, Yoram Bar Sinai rushed to this house, their daughters, to help defend her and the grandkids.
They stopped the car and went up, 7 of them, and he shot and they shot. And that was it. And my daughter was there with 3 kids, and she heard the sound. And then she heard steps coming, and she hoped it was him. But it wasn't, you know. Somebody opened with this thing, and she slammed the door on him, and she stayed there holding the handle for 20 hours, I think. He was a cooperative guy. He could handle anyone, including me. You see? He could take me for 50 years, so you can imagine. He was a good father. And he was, you know, like all kibbutznikim, he was an army officer, and he was playing guitar, he was drawing, he was, you know, it was just the best you could get.
25 miles to the east, another kibbutz, Hatzarim, has opened its doors to Be'eri's displaced and built them new prefab houses, including for Ayelet Hakim.
What was done to us on the 7th of October is unimaginable, and I don't think anybody invented a word for it. And my life since, it's just the same, you know. I have a house, but not a home.
Hakim knows how lucky she is to be here and have her family whole. That's her sister, Raz Ben Ami, abducted to Gaza 1 year ago today, alongside her brother-in-law, Ohad Ben Ami, 2 of 30 hostages taken from Be'eri. Raz was released during last November's ceasefire, but Ohad remains a hostage.
I try to convince myself he's still alive, because we know about dead hostages. So if we know about the dead hostages, the other ones that we don't know about are still alive, as far as we know. And hopefully they'll do something about it and bring him back.
Back in Be'eri today, at the epicenter of their loss, residents rallied for the hostages and hoped they heard a message. You are not alone, they chant. That's also a reminder for themselves.
We're back to Be'eri because this is our place. I'm born here, I'm gonna die here. We're gonna rebuild Be'eri again.
My mother was killed 50 years ago at the Lod airport, and now my husband, and still I'm here. So they will have to understand this. Nobody is going because they kill us. Nobody is going.
Determination despite devastation, but this community and country are still traumatized, and 1 year later, Be'eri, and October the 7th, remains an open wound. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Nick Schifrin in Kibbutz Be'eri, Israel.